Right, it's that time, isn't it? It's plot tour. Let's go. So I showed you around the pond just at the start of the vlog there, so let me carry on with the rest. So, lots to show you actually, because there's been a lot of changes since the March plot tour. So this is the end of April now. Right, I have moved in between. This is the dahlia bed. There's 2 rows of dahlias here and here, and I've dug up the daffodils from the other raised bed over there, and I've put them in the centre there. The aim being, because these are going to stay here basically forever now, they're going to die down once they've flowered. Obviously, once there's nothing here, the dahlia's obviously not here, and then as the dahlias come up, this ugly foliage will just die down naturally and be hidden by the dahlias. So that's the plan, and then I'm going to interplant with some giant zinnia. That was my plan for this. It was Cosmos last year. Then we've got the same on this side. Remember, I planted all the new dahlia tubers here, 2 more rows, and then I'm going to put in the centre here again zinnia. Carrot box. No sign of carrots that are sown, or is there? What is that? Aha! Let me see if I can get a bit closer. I think that is a sign of some carrots. Yeah, I think it is. Yep. Brilliant. Keep them moist. So that's the first row of carrots. And then let's go around this way, shall we? Okay, so this one did have some Savoy cabbage in here. That's all been cleared. This is the last bed to be mulched over. This is going to be beans for drying, so Belotti and Greek Gigantes. These are for, and then I'm going to put a wigwam in the middle. This is probably going to be for the Kent blue peas. And then actually on the ground here is going to be pumpkins, squashes, things like that. And then they can sort of trail as they like. But yeah, that needs to be mulched over. I'm going to get some manure mulch for there, because they are hungry plants, those squashes, aren't they? So, yeah. Potatoes, potato bed. So as you can see, my 6 containers are dotted around. Redone the bark paths here and here. And these are my 3 rows of potatoes that are all coming up. Now there could be some volunteers in here from last year, because this is where some of my potatoes were last year. So there could be some volunteers. We'll see. We shall see. All my bark paths have been done here. I've erected all the hoops on top of these raised beds, and just the nets to go on top then once the brassicas go in. So this is for the Brussels sprouts, the kalettes, the kale, my broccoli, all brassicas. They've all been mulched and fed. Bark paths done. This is I've made this brassicage taller. This is for my taller kales, like the perennial kales and things like that. They're going to go in there. That's been mulched. Bark paths have been done. This is going to be for my cauliflowers and cabbages. That has been done, all mulched over. Just incidentally, I don't know if you see on my Instagram actually, I showed you the bark paths have all been topped up. Well, I've got a really kind plot neighbour, and they have had excess of wood chips, so I did all my paths. Have a look. Lovely and sexy paths, there you go. Right, let's carry on with it. So that's all my brassicas done. And then this side is going to be some more cabbage and my Swedes for the Swederbagger Challenge 2023. So that's going to go there. Let's carry on down the main drag. Now this arch, as you know, I've got a grapevine here. It's just starting to get a bud on it here. And here, so yeah, it's still alive, and that is Queen of Esther, that was planted last year. There's my volunteer nasturtium, thank you very much. And then on this side, I've got the thornless blackberry. Now this is not really going to do a huge amount this year, so what I've decided is to use this frame for the king tut peas, which grow quite tall. So that's what that is going to be for. So that's for brassicas and kalettes. Obviously Kalette Crazy 2023, they're going to be over this side. They're looking good, I'll show you them in a bit. On this side we've got the alliums. Now this was the asparagus, which I've evicted onto my plot neighbours because I just really needed the space, and I've actually transplanted these onions. These are Japanese onions, and they are looking rather good, I think you'll agree, considering they've been moved twice. And then we go over to, this is the, can't think of the name. Shallots. This is golden gourmet shallots. They're splitting nicely. They're looking good. And let's have a look. I've left the daffodils in here because they're not actually going to do any harm here. And the only thing I'm going to put in here is the peas, which is, these are Hearst green shaft that I've put in here. And the pigeons can't actually see that, so I've not had to cover it because the daffodils are hiding at the moment, so that's good. In here, this is where the daffodils were, the other daffodils. I just really wanted some more onions, and so I've got some more sets in there. This is Sturon, so I've put those in, and there's some signs of life there, which is good. Garlic is doing absolutely amazingly well. These I've given all the alliums a bit of a nettle feed actually, just to give them a bit of a boost. They're looking a bit yellow, and I think the frost had got the tips and stuff, but they're still absolutely fine. There's a couple of weeds in there I need to get out. And then these is my other onion bed. This is again the Japanese onions, and they're looking really, really good. And they're bulbing up quite nicely. Happy with those. We come on to my birdies beds. They are all, that's just a bit of bone meal there. They're all ready to go. This is for my dwarf French beans, ready to rock. Peas, now these are, let's have a look, early onward. And they're all protected from the pigeons there. And then we're back to the start. Let me go back this way and I'll show you the other peas that I've got down this side. So this is Kelvedon Wonder. They're all nicely protected as well. Okay, let's go on to fruit and flowers. Incidentally, just before we go on to the fruit garden, just to say a massive thank you to all my new subscribers and all my current subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it the thumbs up. Really does help the channel if you do that for me. And anyone who's not subscribed, please do consider subscribing free of charge to the channel. Again, it really does help. And comment below. Keep your comments coming. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we have got some gorgeous delphiniums here. This one was getting a slug attack, so I've just closhed it over, and there's some new shoots coming there, which is good. And delphinium, and these comfrey plants are doing fab, just starting to bud up to flower. And we have got a lupin down there, and this is my L-Star apple. It's budding up quite nicely, not flowered yet. This is only planted last year though. Strawberry bed, doing absolutely amazing. These plants are doing fabulously, really, really healthy. Loads of flowers coming. That one's actually got, the frost has got it blackened, pick those off. Got a volunteer cornflower in here, so I might just dig that up and pop it somewhere a bit more relevant. And then there's another cornflower there just on there. Talking of volunteers, we've got, I think this is Nigella actually. I think it's Nigella. That's another volunteer there. Self-seeder. Let's go back to this side, and these are all alliums that I put in last year, and they've got loads of buds coming on them. So this should give a fabulous show next month. The last of the great hyacinths around the old apple tree there. And then we've got the 1-year-old blackcurrant doing absolutely amazingly, and got some flowers on it. All the raspberries coming up fine, these are autumn fruiting. Looks like they could do with a bit of feed. I have fed them already, but I might just give that a bit of a a nettle feed to green that up a little bit. This is my other blackcurrant that Plotnave gave me. It's a very, very mature one, so I just hacked it back, so not really expecting much from that this year. Another delphinium. And then we've got some more raspberries at the back there, and that is a Loganberry. Then we've got cherry. This is Regina, and it's looking beautiful. Lots of flowers, so let's hope we get a few cherries off that this year. Again, this is only its second year. We've got some wallflowers down here and some Sweet William, and then just a few herbaceous perennials dotted, which is nice. The self-seeder down here, some more comfrey and fennel, and then this is my other apple. It's Golden Delicious. It's got lots of buds coming on it. And then this is my other transplanted strawberry beds. These went in after the other ones that were up there, so they're a little bit behind, but they're still looking really nice and healthy. So that is good. Right, let's go this way. Just wanted to show you how gorgeous this apple is. Bearing in mind this has been moved twice also, and it's had some damage when the greenhouse collapsed. But look how beautiful it is, and look how many flowers are on it. This is from dwarf rootstock, and underneath I've got these strawberries that went in, but then the hyacinths that I've finished, I had some here and some at home. I've just popped them down the bottom there, so they'll come up next spring and they should look beautiful. Right, let's go this way. I've just attached some lovely little planters on here. These are obviously my newly formed compost bays, and I give them a paint. You've seen that already. Got some more bulbs gone in down here, and this is my lily from last year, so that's looking fabulous. And then this is my creation you may have seen on Instagram. Do you remember I had the birdie's bed that got delivered with only 3 corners? Well, they didn't want the other one collecting. They just sent me a brand new one. So in the old adage of reduce, reuse, recycle, with a bit of manual effort and drilling, I managed to get this into some sort of triangular shape and actually use this bed, which is actually, I think it slots in quite perfectly here. And I think what I'm going to do here is get sun all day here from sort of midday. So I'm going to think I'm going to put some outdoor tomatoes here. And again, I'm going to use this for a bit of storage. Yeah, so look how beautiful this flowering currant is as well. Gorgeous. This is from a cutting, about 2 years old. Let's go in the polytunnel. Okay, again, you might have seen this on my Instagram reel, and also I think I put it onto YouTube as well as a short. But yeah, I've got some fab stuff going on here. This is 2 types of cabbage. They've been potted on. They're looking good. Maybe a couple more weeks they're going to go out. These are cauliflower all year round. Some green curly kale. And then these are my other ones that were sown later. These are Bosworth Brussels sprouts. Again, I'm not going to use all of these. I'm going to probably use about 4 plants, and the rest will be given away. Due to space. Kale, Black Magics, Cavallonero style, doing okay. Green sprouting broccoli, Calabrese. And then this is a Scarlet kale. That was, I saw Sarah from She Sows, She Grows, and I saw how she was doing this. That doesn't look very happy, but the others seem to be doing good. Happy with that. And this is my one surviving Taunton Dean kale that I'm guarding with my life. That's my perennial kale. And that's like a spare kale at the back there. Then we've got some annuals all here. Some of them I've resown, so really not much life here. There's a little bit of life here with the resown zinnias. This is doing okay, and some lobelia and petunia down there, and antirrhinums and some pelargoniums, African marigolds, sweet peas down here. And then we have some life on the purple pole beans and the yeah, just the purple bulbs on there actually. And then this side, yeah, we've got life on the King Tut and the Kent Blue, and there's a little cobra climbing French coming through there. So they're all in the right direction. Some more annuals and French marigolds. Right, this side we've got all my peppers doing okay. They're not growing massively. I've got some more stuff that I've sown in here. My overwintered chilli there. Some more peppers, chili peppers. Tomatoes are not doing great, I'm going to have to say. They have been double protected in here, but I don't know, not doing great. These are the later sown ones. That's Cherokee Purple. A lot of my Roma have damped off. And yeah, some more tomatoes there. Not looking great actually, I have to say, but I'm going to have more than enough. Look at these Rio Grande. These are doing brilliantly. I'm happy with these. And yeah, we've got some swarf French beans here, and it looks like we have got a bit of life. Yep, definitely. That's good. That's Ferrari, dwarf French. Then we go on to my Swedes that are all being potted up here, and that's Invitation. 4 of those are looking gorgeous, and these are best of all, 4 of those. And these are my kalettes. Look how gorgeous they are. Kalette Crazy 2023, and I've got about, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those specimens. So let's see how many can get out there, but I probably will be just planting 4 each of these Swedes as well, and then I've actually give the rest away to a plot neighbour. And then my last but not least, no sign under here, just check before. There's my sweet corn, and they're my squashes and pumpkins. So there you have it. So that's plot tour done for April 2023. Stay tuned for the Kalette Crazy 2023 update coming very soon. My name's Will, and you've been watching The Vine Gardener.